Before you roll your snowblower into the corner for the summer, stop. Skip these 3 things and don't be surprised when it won't start next winter. Hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB. I'll be working on my Ariens here, but these procedures will apply to Honda, Toro, Craftsman, any gas snowblower. Step 1, draining or treating the fuel. This is a big one. My pick, drain it. Even if you run ethanol free, get it out. Fuel goes bad in just a few short months, and as it goes bad, it gums up your carburetor jets. And that's why your snowblower won't start during the first snowstorm next season. You can go about this 2 ways. Option 1, run it dry. Just start it up and run it until it dies. This gets about 98% of the fuel out, and I've done this for many years with 0 issues. Only downside, it might take a little while. Now, if you want to get all the fuel out, 100%, take a formal funnel like this, which I'll have linked down below in the description, and place it underneath the carburetor. Shape it and funnel it right into your gas can. From here, loosen the fuel drain bolt on the bottom of the carburetor and let it drain completely right into your gas can. Once it's done dripping, tighten it up, and now you can use that fuel in your lawnmower in just a few short weeks. That carburetor bowl will be drier than a waffle that missed the syrup train.
Lego my ego.
Now, some of you stabilize your fuel. If you're part of that crowd, make sure that the fuel you're stabilizing is fresh fuel. Add the correct amount of stabilizer and run your snowblower for approximately 5 minutes to work that stabilizer into the carburetor. But in my experience, I've had way better luck draining it completely. I used stabilizer in the past, and that engine didn't run quite right the following season. And I have a tune-up video on a snowblower that only ran on half choke, that only saw stabilized fuel. So what does that tell you? I'll have that video linked below. The absolute worst thing you could do, leave untreated fuel in the tank. And I know someone's typing right now, I've been topping off my tank for 15 years. No issues. Hey, if that's your strategy, may your primer bulb have mercy. Let me know down below in the comments. Do you drain it, stabilize it, or top it off? And help stabilize this video with the YouTube algorithm, would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you. Step 2, change the oil. Oil is the lifeblood of your engine. Oil breaks down over time and probably has metal wear particles in it. Letting that sit all summer is not ideal. You can start by running the snowblower for 3 to 5 minutes to warm the oil up, then tip the snowblower up a little bit and drain the oil out. Then refill it immediately. And please don't be that guy that says, I'll refill it in the fall. That's a terrible idea, and chances are you'll forget. Would you drain the oil out of your car and leave it empty for 6 months? Exactly. Oil is cheap, engines are expensive, change your oil. And you can recycle the old oil at places like AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts. They'll take it for free. Stick around. The next step is one that many people skip. It's also the reason so many snowblowers rot out early. And I'll also show you one of my favorite rust protection sprays. Step 3, protect it. Snowblowers live in salt, slush, and snow. And that corrosion doesn't magically stop in April. Here's what I do. If your snowblower is really dirty, wash off all salt and grime with some basic car wash soap. Wipe it off and then let it dry completely in the sun. Then hit the augers, chute, impellers, skid shoes, and cables with a protective coating. Remember, thin winds, thick sticks. If it's dripping all over the place, you probably applied too much. And my go-to is WD-40 in this pressurized spray can. I'm not sponsored by either. I just find this setup effective and efficient at protecting my equipment. I'll have a video on this setup linked below. My favorite rust protection spray is fluid film. It's lanolin based, super sticky on heavy rust, stopping it in its tracks, and it smells like success. You bet your bippy it does. It also acts as a great protective barrier for tight crevices. A quick spray down of WD-40 or fluid film can literally add years of life to your machine. And be sure to check out my full snowblower rust proofing course, linked down below, if you really want to make your snowblower last. Bonus tip, really quick, one thing almost nobody remembers: after you shut it down for the season, slowly pull your starter rope until you feel resistance. Right there. This puts the piston at top dead center and helps protect the cylinder during storage. Takes 5 seconds, costs nothing. Now, if you only did one of these 3, which would it be? There are plenty of other summer storage steps that you can take, but these are my big 3. Do these procedures now, and your snowblower should fire right up when the first snowstorm hits next season. If you want to be part of the tribe, subscribe, and for more cool garage gear content, click or tap the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.